Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Nuggets News. Today I'm going to walk you through how to place a trade and all the different order types on Bybit, which is one of the newer exchanges that's popped up. It's got a fantastic trading engine. I know a lot of us have used BitMEX, but it can lag quite a bit. So particularly beginners, this is a nice, easy exchange to use, and they do offer 4 different assets at the moment. So I'm going to walk you through how this all works. Now, if you're new to all this, this isn't an exchange where you go to buy crypto. This is one where you need to deposit the asset that you want to trade. So I've already got some Bitcoin in my wallet. If I want to trade ETH, I need to deposit some ETH there. Or the other option I have is exchanging the assets that I have. So if I want to actually exchange that over to some XRP to trade XRP, I can also do that in the asset management tool they've got there as well. So let's head back over to the exchange and walk you through what's going on. So we've got our candles here, our chart, when we can change the different time frames that we are looking at. Most of you are familiar with TradingView by now. We've got market depth, and we can see that visual representation of the order book, which is all the buyers and sellers. Now, I've done detailed tutorials if you want more information about all that. And then over here, we've got recent trades that have been done in the market, as well as recent trades I've been doing while preparing for this tutorial. So down the bottom here, we've got our current positions, which we don't have any of, and then our different assets overview down the bottom for quick reference. Over here, we've got a little help guide. We've got the market activity, the different prices of the different assets, and then the contract details for whatever we want to trade, but don't worry about that too much. So this is the order panel where we place our different order types, and this is where people get really confused. So there's 3 types of orders that you can place, and the most basic one is just a market order, and that's going to push you into the market straight away and just take the best available price. So if I want to buy or go long and bet that the market's going to go up, I can just click on that button. Once I've chosen the size of the position that I want to put on, it's going to fill that straight away. If we want to bet that it's going to go down, we can click on sell or short. Again, that is going to put on the position, and we're making a bet the market is going to go down. We also have the leverage tool here, and this is where people get really confused. So at the moment, if I want to trade a $1,000 position size, people think that if they choose 100 times leverage, it's going to put on a $100,000 position, but that's not how it works. It's the other way around. So you divide your position size by that leverage. So 1,000 divided by 100 means that you're actually only risking $10 because you're leveraging up, so you can only risk a small amount. So down the bottom here, it's going to tell us the cost. 0.001. We're only risking around $10 to put on that position. So if we decrease the leverage, we're actually going to have to increase the amount of collateral we put up for that trade, and now it's closer to 0.01, just a touch under there. So we're now risking $100. Now what that means is where our liquidation price goes further away, the more wiggle room we give it, so the less leverage. So if we leverage right up 100 times leverage, if the price moves 1%, 1% times 100 is 100%. So that's wiped out all our collateral we had in our account. Whereas if we're only using 10 times leverage, then the price would have to move, 10% in magnitude to wipe out all that collateral we had in our account there. So hopefully that makes sense. It's not really the leverage that's dangerous, it's the size of the position that it allows people to take that gets them in trouble. So if we were, for example, to put on 100 times leverage and risk 100% of our account, which at the moment I've only got about $160 in there, it's going to let you put on a $16,000 position. That's where people get in trouble. As long as you're typing the smaller amounts of the trades you want to put on, you can't really get in too much trouble there. So the other order types that we have are limit orders, where again, we type the size of the position, but the price that we actually want to get into the market rather than just putting it in straight away. We can choose the price that we want to decide to buy or sell at. Post only, that just means it's going to post it into the order book. It's not going to let it get filled straight away. Reduce only is only going to reduce the size of positions you've got on rather than add a new position. We've then got good till cancelled. It'll keep that order in there as long as you like. Immediate or cancel means that it wants to get picked up straight away, or it's going to cancel it. Fill or kill means it's going to fill the whole order or kill it. You don't want to get half your order filled. It's an all or nothing option. We then come over to conditional orders, which are the most advanced order types. And all this adds is just a trigger price. So we're still creating a limit or a market order as we did before, but now we're choosing a trigger price. So we might say, look, once Bitcoin gets up here to 10,460, that's when we want to put in a market buy order. So if we get this breakout, that's when my order is going to trigger, and that's when I'm going to make a bet to go long. So as always, we can do that position size. We can choose what price it uses as the trigger, whether we want to use a mark or an index of other exchanges, or we just want to use the last price on this exchange as that trigger point there. So a couple of other more advanced options, but you don't have to worry about that too much until you get into the groove of trading and have a muck around with the basics and get a feel for what you like. So let's go back to market order, and let's just bet that we are going to go up here. I've got a $1,000 position. Let's click on buy long, and it's going to bring up this little panel. So when we put the order on initially, we can choose if we want to put a target for taking profits. So do we want to try and make 100% profit on the capital that we risked? And because we only risked $10, making 100% profit is just another $10. So look, that's a little bit funky there when we're choosing 100 times leverage, but that's the math behind it of how it works. We can choose a stop loss if we're willing to let it go 5% against us, or an actual dollar figure where we want to set our stop loss. So let's click on confirm, and let's put that into the order book there, and we can see visually where we've entered the market and our conditional order there as well. So down the bottom, when we scroll down here, it's got that position. It's got those two conditional orders where we're aiming to try and take some profit, and where we have our stop loss as well. Now, when we go back to our positions, we can edit that leverage, and we might want to decrease the leverage and adjust the position, the amount of margin we have in there as well. Or we can edit our profit targets in terms of the dollar amount we want to try and hit to take our profit, or where we want to have our stop loss, or even add a trailing stop. So if the position goes really well, we might want the stop loss to move up and trail the order by $50. So when it does have its pullback, that's when it takes profit for us. So that's all the different order types, guys. That's how to place an order. If we do want to close it down the bottom here, we can just click on market and confirm that, and it's going to wipe it and take profit straight away. Yes, I want to close all of my position or half. Let's just close it all for the tutorial today. And now we've closed. The other features here is that's your sort of leverage danger meter. When that gets all red, 5 lights, it's going to tell you that you're in danger, and it's going to try to automatically deleverage you slowly. And that's when you can choose to automatically replenish the margin. So you might choose to risk another $100 on top of that $100 you first used, if you've got lots of free collateral in your account. So I hope that's a nice, easy explanation on how to use this exchange. As I said, they've got a fantastic engine. They've got a good deal at the moment for you guys to get up to $60 free when you open an account and deposit some crypto. But I think this has got decent enough liquidity on all their coins now. There's plenty of happy traders. Let me know what you guys think. Have you tried out Bybit? Are you enjoying their trading experience? Otherwise, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video around, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Cheers.